Ready for more Season 5 events? This weekend, aboard the Concha Del Mar, it's dime time, where sharing is caring. Rack up those assists and rake in the rewards. City dwellers, listen up, because the Adidas Basketball Open Run is back. Earn a win on all 4 courts and you'll earn 10,000 VC, exclusive MyPlayer items, and free skill boosts.
.2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A beautiful look at downtown Charlotte, North Carolina, the Queen City, where we're coming to you today. Well, we can finally say it. The NBA regular season is about to get underway. And here at 2K Sports, we couldn't be happier. And tonight we'll see the Dallas Mavericks as they go up against the Charlotte Hornets here at Spectrum Center. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. Here's a look at the schedule now for Dallas. On Saturday, they'll be facing Kyrie Irving and the Brooklyn Nets. And then on Tuesday, they'll be facing Steven Adams and the Memphis Grizzlies. Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. The guard pair, it's Doncic and Hardaway. Andre Drummond is out there with Porzingis, and it's Bullock in at the 3 slot. And for Charlotte, the guard spots are filled by Ball and Rozier. Bridges out there with Kelly Oubre, and Harrell's in at the center, locking down the middle. And Greg, with over a decade you had in the NBA, is there an opening night that you remember most?
Man, that very first time putting on that Knicks jersey. The game was in Orlando. I played 28 minutes, which was a lot for a rookie back then, and I'll never forget that night.
Now here's Drummond. Outside Hardaway. 6 on the shot clock. Harrell against Doncic. That one falls.
Tell you what, guys, that's not an easy finish, but somehow Doncic makes it look rather effortless.
And Kevin, everybody's dissected Luka's offensive game, trying to find that weakness, and I'm just here to tell you, I don't think he has any.
On the free throw, no good. And the play of Doncic drawing comparisons to so many all-time greats. But Greg, the one that stood out to me, they said he's a combination of Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. What do you think?
And it just makes sense with his passing and shooting. You throw in the step-back game of James Harden, you start to see why he has become such a problem for this league.
And that one's good. Doncic.
Speedy drive by Doncic. That doesn't quite go together. He usually is going at his home pace, but he does take advantage of holes when he sees them.
Now, here's Rozier. Harrell trying to free himself up. And the basket by Rozier.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Doncic. Porzingis trying to get free. And that one's good. Doncic. Doncic has got 6.
Excellent finish that time inside by Doncic. He's highly skilled. I mean, that's obvious. What's not so obvious is how big he is. This guy looks me eye to eye.
Harrell kicks to Oubre. No good on the triple. For Dallas, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Bullock passes to Porzingis. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And here's a look at some numbers for Drummond. A very nice season for him last year. He averaged about 10 points a game last year, 10 rebounds and 2 assists. And you can't downplay the importance of good size off the bench.
Space invader, a big guy who simply holds his ground and makes opponents work around him. That's good stuff. Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
Charlotte shooting their first free throw of the evening.
Luka Doncic. Miles Bridges.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point.
Well, it's so good to see players like Bridges improving season to season. You can tell he's putting the time and work in.
Lobbed up there for Drummond. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
How about the superb anticipation from Drummond, sensing the opportunity to go for the alley-oop and then converting in style.
Now, here's Rozier. And he drives in the rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
Well, guys, I'm glad they didn't try because I don't want anybody to get hurt out there.
Doncic with it. Now guarded by Harrell. No good that time. Now Charlotte takes it the other way. No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. Good on the three-point shot. Rozier's got 7.
Well, I tell you, Bridges doing a nice job there, and his teammates appreciate when he looks to get them involved.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Oubre on the wing. He's guarded by Bullock.
Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
Feeds to Hardaway. And the pass to Doncic. Dallas, no good that time either. Hornets leading by 4. Rozier for 3. It's good from long range. 10 points for him.
To me, this is Rozier's game in a nutshell. Confident, quick thinking, shoot first point guard.
Doncic against Bridges. Will it go? Here's Drummond, and he elevates for the slam dunk. Montrezl Harrell did not like that.
Wow, Andre Drummond getting fancy, firing his team up with that monster throwdown.
Hardaway against Rozier. And it's ball in the corner. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Drummond. Inside, here's Porzingis. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Boy, that is grown man ammonia strength from Porzingis there. How can defenders stop that?
Pass to Bridges. Ball against Doncic. And it's ball penetrating. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Mavericks trail by 5. Pass to Porzingis. Harrell against Drummond. Doncic outside. Outside Hardaway. Driving the lane. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And as you can see, he still wears Hardaway Jr. on the back of his jersey, Clark, showing respect for the path his father led.
And Kevin, how cool is that? You know, his dad, Tim Hardaway Sr., was an all-star point guard. And even if Junior never makes an all-star game, he certainly is making his father proud. That's a real cool story, the Hardaways.
First one falls for him.
I think we all know that Hardaway Jr. is a really good scorer. I mean, the next step for him is improving defensively.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. P.J. Washington, he's checked in for Harrell. Chris Boucher comes in for Bridges. Nancy's checked in for Oubre. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Ball. Brown's checked in for Dallas. Burt comes in for Luka Doncic. Hardaway hits them both. Here is Rubio. Takes it from 10. No good off the back of the rim. And so Brown will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. It's a three-point game. And this matchup with Charlotte, first game of the NBA season for them.
An interconference matchup. They faced these guys twice a season, and last year they took both games.
Two teams in the bottom of the East and West, as you said, these regular season victories count for more. Both hungry for a win tonight. Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Rubio, the pass to Washington. A second chance effort. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Stick-to-itiveness, folks. That's what you see in Washington, and I love it. This guy attacks the glass.
Here's Bullock. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Burke. A three-pointer is right on target.
Nice look from Porzingis. Good vision there. That's what he has to do with the ball in his hand. Scan the floor, see what's available, keep his teammates involved as much as possible.
Now, here's Rubio. To the middle. And then Washington with the dunk.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
Here's Burke. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession.
Second in steals, fourth in fewest turnovers. And how about top 5 in terms of points off turnovers? Nobody better at turning defense into offense.
You talked about their steals, and defense really was a focus for them. They went out there with the goal of making things as uncomfortable as possible for their opponents. Now, here's Rubio. On the wing, Rozier. He's covered by Brown. Now, here's Bullock. Tight defense on him. Brown outside. Pass to Bullock. 4 on the shot clock. Shoots over Washington. Rubio with the rebound. Charlotte leading by 4. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Oh, Nance in position. Stolen by Bullock. Now Burke. Now the pass to Bullock. Outside Hardaway. Kicks it to Burke. The trade. Here's Brown. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
And while we've got this moment here, now let's take a look at last season's leaders in converting turnovers into points. 5th on the list, the Hornets.
And this team, in terms of scoring off of turnovers, that became the identity. I mean, they really look to disrupt and cause problems defensively. And boy, do they take advantage on the other end.
And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession.
Let's take a look at some numbers for Rubio. Last season's performance for him. Averaged 10 points per game, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And there isn't much to write home about with his numbers. I think he'd like to up his contributions.
Yeah, but you got to earn that chance. I mean, you get what you earn. His numbers are fine, but he's not going to get a lot more floor time unless he turns it up a notch.
Charlotte in the lead. Passes to Nance. The dish to Rubio. Lets it go with a 3. Hits the three-point bomb. And the Hornets lead by 5.
The best way to spread out this defense is for Rubio to hit a few more of these.
Brown dishes to Ivy. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. So it's Rubio bringing it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Down low. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Now it's a 7-point Charlotte lead. For Dallas, they've gone 8 of 15 from the field, shooting above 50% here tonight. Burke, the pass to Brown. Now here's Bullock, covered by Nance. Here's Powell. He can't get that one to fall. And the Hornets now going the other way. Bucket is good.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Now here's Burke. And they get it. A rebound by Washington. He kicks it to Rubio. Back to Washington. And then Washington with the dunk.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Count that one. Burke's got 5 points so far. 1:12 left in the first. And it's blocked by Brown. Now here's Burke. He's covered by Washington. Stolen by Washington. And Nance kicks to Rubio. Back to Nance. Shot clock at 6. Here's Rubio. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Rubio's got a second bucket tonight.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Offensive rebound. Brown the pass to Ivy. Now here's Burke. He's got 5. Pass to Powell. Tries again. Brown trying to free himself up. And the layup by Powell.
Dwight Powell certainly is high energy, and his hops help him a lot inside.
And that does it for the first quarter. It's Charlotte up 9. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum Center. The hunger to improve defines all competitors. And Ricky Rubio expressing that sentiment.
We want more, and we don't accept good. We want great or greatest. We're just trying to be better every day. It's never too high, never too low, but we know what we can be, and we want to get better.
Blakey feels this team has plenty of untapped potential.
And I don't doubt it. And can Rubio improve? He's certainly very steady throughout his career, but is there another level he can get to?
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Charlotte.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Setting the floor for the Hornets. Harrell is out there with Miles Bridges. Then there's Kelly Oubre. Then it's Ball.
If you look at the leaders in rebounding, it's almost a sure thing that Drummond's name is going to be near the top of that list. That's the kind of impact on the boards he's made over his career.
And so it's Dallas with him, following the 3 by Charlotte. Here's Doncic. Again, the Mavericks score.
Boy, that jump shot is wet. Hold this, says Doncic. Any kind of airspace, and he's knocking that down.
And Greg, when it comes to players who've led the league in rebounding, very few have done it as many times as Drummond.
And of the guys that have done it more than twice, like Andre, I've got some good news for him. Every one of them is either in the Hall of Fame or soon will be. Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Hornet lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Doncic. Oubre outside. Bridges against Powell. Here's the teardrop. Bridges misses. Mavericks trail by 8. Lobbed up there for Powell. Unable to get that one. Pass to Oubre. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Guarded by Powell. Puts it up. They get the rebound. Second chance shot. Great D that time from Powell.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
And here's Bullock. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Drummond. Misses the baby hook. Charlotte leading by 8. Bridges outside. There's the pass to Oubre. Dishes the ball. Bridges trying to free himself up. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
Oubre with the steal. Passes it the ball. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. And the shot goes in.
Crafty and cash it in from there. Oubre Jr. enjoys working on his interior game when given the opportunity.
Pass to Ivy. Back to Doncic. Softly drops in the floater. Doncic has got 6 in the quarter.
Boy, what balance from Doncic. I mean, he never seems to get rattled, even when he attracts contact on the way to score. Maintains his poise in those situations extremely well for a young player.
And it's Ball in the corner. Then Ball slams it in.
You know, because Ball is so skilled, defenders try to get physical with him, rough him up a bit, but it doesn't faze him. That rarely works against Ball.
And it'll be the Mavericks with their first time out here of the game. And competition is at the root of all sports. Certainly sometimes, you know, things get chippy. And as a player, Rick, how do you handle that aspect when emotions and physicality get going?
Kevin, you're always taught to control your emotions, but easier said than done. And in reality, sometimes you have to man up. You have to let it be known that you're not going to accept things, and at the same time, you got to be smart. So the goal is to beat the other team, not literally.
And so it's Drummond with it. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Trailing here by 8. So it's off to Brooklyn after this game as they have the Nets to look forward to. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Now, here's Rozier. 10 points for him. Here's Ball. It's rebounded by Doncic. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. He dishes it to Ivy. To the inside. Oubre with the steal. And now here's Rozier, the fast break chance. And they pick up 2. Rozier's got 12.
Terry Rozier able to play through that challenge and get the shot up and down. Good work.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Another 3 for Dallas.
I tell you what, guys, there's not much more he can do. I mean, he's been on fire, yet they still trail in this game.
Here's Oubre. Porzingis with the block.
Hey, with that length, Porzingis is always a threat to block shots. I mean, when he matches that length with really good energy and awareness, he can be a good defender.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a 3-point play chance right here. 1 free throw coming up.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
The Mavericks shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
And those aren't the kind of numbers they can afford to repeat throughout this season.
Charlotte's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Ball kicks to Nance. Lets it go from deep. No good on the shot. And the Mavericks going the other way now. To the paint. Here's Doncic. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Terry Rozier.
Doncic, because he's so skilled and so savvy, he does a nice job forcing the defense into tough spots when they're guarding him.
That free throw, no good.
Now an MVP caliber player, Doncic's drive is evident. I mean, he's somebody that wants to be a Hall of Famer when it's all said and done. And he's well on his way based on what he's done thus far.
Ricky Rubio checked in for Charlotte. And it's tied up with that one. Here's Rubio. He's got 5. Pass to Washington. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Washington's got 9.
That was silky smooth there by Washington. It only takes him a few seconds to lock and load.
Here's Doncic, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. A few opportunities so far at the free throw line. He's made 1, he's missed 2.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
And we saw it last year, guys, because those numbers were so low. Teams weren't afraid to put him on the line where points were hard to come by for him.
That free throw good from Doncic. He hits both from the stripe.
And he's been much more aggressive here in the second quarter. He's getting to the line a lot more than he did in the first.
Charlotte calls timeout.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
Pass to Rozier. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Rubio outside. Shot clock at 5. Boucher in the post. Headed by Porzingis. Rozier looking around. It's rebounded by Dallas. Rozier with the steal. Boucher passes to Rozier. And there's the feed to Rubio. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Mavericks have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Really flowing here. Outside Hardaway. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Boy, how about the move there from Hardaway, showing off another aspect of his game with the ball handle.
So Rozier will bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Detroit, where they'll face the Pistons. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip.
Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding him. Let him eat.
Doncic. Boucher with the rebound. Boucher's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Nance against Hardaway. Nance in the post. Misses that one. He's made one and missed two this game so far. Passes it to Burke. Rubio against Doncic. Over Nance. And it's off the back rim. No good. For the three. And it's the Hornets another three.
And looking confident. When Nance can hit the jump shot, this offense becomes much more dynamic.
Doncic with it. Picked up by Rozier. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Boy, what an athlete this Porzingis kid is, man. I tell you, you put the rock anywhere near him, and he's going to throw it down.
Rozier up top. Guarded by Doncic. Here's the three. And it's Rozier missing.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those two in the first quarter.
They grab their own miss. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
It's his first trip to the line. And the first one at the line is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Charlotte's gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Pass to Nance. Now, here's Washington. Rubio outside. Clock at 6. Mavericks with the rebound. Brown's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Burke. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Dominant play from Porzingis on the glass, securing the ball and finishing the play strong.
Pass to Rozier. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Boucher's shot is off.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
The Mavericks leading. Here's Doncic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And didn't shoot it all that well from the line in the first quarter. Doing a much better job now in the second, up over 80%.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Mavericks.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
The first free throw is good. Charlotte making a switch here. Bridges checks in. Dwight Powell's checked in for Dallas. Reggie Bullock comes in for Hardaway. And he makes both free throws.
And no secret here. This is what you need to do with the lead. Hit your free throws. And they're having a great second quarter at the line.
On the wing, Rozier. Guarded by Powell. Mavericks leading by 4. And 1:01 left in the first half. And they double up Brown. From the arc. Burke can't get it to go.
This shot's it's not there right now. With this team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
Now, here's Doncic. Larry Nance unable to get his shot to go. The pass to Brown. And And the layup falls.
Moses
Brown's got 4 points in the quarter.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Rozier against Doncic. And the basket by Rozier.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by the Mavs.
Rozier against Doncic.
Boy, from the moment he entered the league, Doncic has been an immediate star, capable of big nights just about any time he's on the court.
Rozier into the lane. And that's going to do it. Some good defense down the stretch to end the quarter. It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Dallas Mavericks. What a quarter that saw them generate a great comeback effort and are now out in front with momentum behind them. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. It's James Borrego. Coach, too many easy buckets for them. Defensively, where do you dig in?
We've got to stop penetration. That's the focus right now. They're getting to the paint. Just way too many points in the paint. Too many breakdowns all over the board defensively.
Yeah, that has to tighten up, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Luka Doncic has been the story in this one. He ended up with 24 points, 5 assists, and 4 rebounds. And he wasn't himself in that last contest, but tonight, he's really turned it around. And Kenny, what are your thoughts on how Dallas played?
I like what they've done on the glass. Boxing out, reacting quickly, playing with an aggressive attitude. They set a physical tone, but now everyone gets a chance to recalibrate. We'll see if this rebounding dominance can extend into the second half.
Shaq, let's get your insight on Charlotte.
The three-point shot has really, really helped them out. I don't always like to see teams rely on the three, but when it's dropping like that, I say roll with it. They keep setting good screens. Running these pick and rolls, they'll be tough to beat.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Well, you know, in that first half, it was a common occurrence. He got to the stripe time and time again.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Getting underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd. The guard pair, it's Doncic and Hardaway. Porzingis is out there with Andre Drummond, and it's Bullock in at the small forward.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
Simply controlling the glass. I mean, plus 10 is the advantage in rebounds right now.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Passes it to Bridges. Here's ball. Three-pointer.
Come on.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Harrell.
Boy, that looked like a failure to communicate. You hate unforced errors.
How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Rozier against Doncic. Outside, Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 6 assists here tonight.
Boy, what a brilliant find by Doncic.
Ball, the pass to Harrell. Now, here's Rozier. He gets it in there.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you. And coming up, Montrezl Harrell said he patterned his game after the All-Star Zach Randolph. Zebo was undersized on paper, but was strong as an ox and found angles to finish.
And here is Rozier after Luka Doncic hitting the three. Oubre outside. Here's the floater. And the layup is good. Oubre's got 6. And like the great Zebo, Montrezl Harrell might be undersized on paper, but Craig, that 7'4" wingspan levels the playing court.
Not to mention his leaping ability. Harrell's more of a dunker, quite honestly, but he also displays that soft touch inside.
Here's Rozier after the made shot from Andre Drummond. Over Hardaway, and it's Rozier missing.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Now here's Drummond. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Just 3 to shoot. The shot, no good. And it's the Hornets taking it the other way.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
And he comes up with the deuce. 8 points for him.
Boy, that's a nice effort from Ball in the paint that time, working hard to find a way to get that shot off.
Dallas calls timeout.
And with LaMelo Ball, this team struck gold. Exactly what the Hornets needed. Great production and a face of the franchise type of talent.
Mavericks making a switch here. Ivy's checked in. And Drummond kicks to Bullock. Drummond trying to get himself free. They get it back. Pass to Ivy. Here's Porzingis. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. You know, Greg, thinking about LaMelo and this team, he's got the fans here in Charlotte excited.
And Kevin, let's be honest here for a moment. The Hornets haven't had a lot of luck in the draft. Finally, they knocked one out of the park, and the fans are ecstatic.
Now here's Harrell. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Here's Ball. The Mavericks making the shot. Harrell kicks to Ball. And there's the drive. Bridges outside. 5 on the clock. No good. Great D that time from Hardaway. And so it's Drummond with it. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. Ivy passes to Drummond. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Drummond's got the lead up to 12 now for the Mavs.
When Drummond's points come, they tend to come inside. He's got a lot of ways to beat you down low.
Here's Ball. Porzingis with the block. They retain possession.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Porzingis with the block.
You know, scoring efficiency has been low, and it's not helping them on the scoreboard.
Here's Ivy. He has 7. Pass to Drummond. Out to the right wing. Here's Porzingis. Hardaway from outside. The rebound by LaMelo Ball. Hornets trail by 14. Oubre outside. Charlotte again missing. Dallas has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Hardaway passes to Porzingis. And the shot is good. Porzingis has got 11 points.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Timeout.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Charlotte calls timeout.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Washington's checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Chris Boucher comes in for Bridges. Nancy's checked in for Oubre. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Ball. Then for the Mavericks, Dwight Powell's checked in for Drummond. And Trey Burke subbed in for Reggie Bullock. The pass to Nance. Rubio against Powell. Rubio misses.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Now, here's Washington. 9 points in the game so far.
Boy, an excellent passer for a big man. P.J. Washington's floor awareness, impressive.
Mavericks leading by 14. Burke looking over the floor. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, though, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
And it all had to be, because that's not nearly as easy as they made it appear.
Now, here's Rubio. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Powell's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Burke with it. 5 points in the game. Drives to the hoop. Makes it off the glass. Burke's got his 3rd basket of the night.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Now, here's Rubio. He's got 5.
You wonder if it's a good idea to foul Rubio there. I mean, he shot well under 40% from the field for his career, but at the line, he's north of 80%.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They've worked hard tonight at crashing the boards as well. They've had a bunch of second-chance points.
He's off on the first.
Much hyped when he went 5th overall in the 2009 draft. Ricky Rubio has lived up to the billing of incredible passer, and that's hard to do.
And the Hornets making a change here. Rozier's checked in. Brown's checked in for the Mavericks. Good on the second free throw. Dallas leading by 17. Here's Ivy. 7 points in the game. And there it is for him. Brown's got 8 points.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
The defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Now, here's Rozier. 18 points for him. This one for 3. No good that time. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Brown dishes to Burke. Back to Brown. Powell, the pass to Hardaway. The Hornets pull it in. To the middle. Here's Rozier. That's in. Coming off an assist from Rubio. Rozier's got 20.
I'll tell you what, Rozier is a guy who doesn't back down. Matter of fact, this guy will take a hit and keep on ticking.
Brown the pass to Powell. Here's Ivy. Rozier defending. And the dunk by Powell.
Got to give it up for Powell now. I mean, he excels at rising off the ground to punch home these alley-oops.
Rozier kicks to Boucher. Now, here's Rozier. He's guarded closely. Great D that time from Powell. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Inside. Ivy with the bucket. Ivy's got 6 points in the quarter.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
A minute 50 left in the third. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Washington inside. Brown's there, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, it's a nice sight to see Washington attacking inside, just making the defense fouling.
First trip to the line for him here.
Washington.
Two.
The first one falls.
Well, you know, I think Washington's ability to play inside and outside is going to keep him around the league for a long time. I think he's actually got stardom in his future.
Doncic is checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Washington hits them both. 1:35 left in the third quarter. Here's Ivy. Rozier defending. The offensive rebound and the dunk by Brown.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through.
And that's an alley-oop that'll be loop-to-loop all day long on the highlight reel.
Here's Ivy. He's got 9. Brown, good. Brown's got 6 here in this quarter.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Now, here's Rozier. He's got 20. Nance outside. Back to Rozier. A 3-ball. It's hauled in by Brown.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Burke finds Doncic. Here's Ivy. Covered by Rubio. No. Here's Ivy. There's the triple. Misses. And so it's Dallas, sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We've got more in store for you right after this. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. We've got Kelly Oubre. Ricky Rubio is out there with Terry Rozier. Then there's Chris Boucher. And it's Washington in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. Oubre with the steal. Now Boucher. Passes it to Oubre. And Greg, a lot of new head coaches stepping into this season. How does a first-year coach come in and win over a locker room?
I mean, Kevin, that's a great question, and I think there's a combination of confidence and humility that one has to have. And I think, believe it or not, the most important trait, you got to be consistent. Your message cannot waver. It cannot fluctuate. That's one way that you will lose a locker room.
And it's the Hornets with the ball. The Mavericks making the shot. Rozier the pass to Boucher. And here's Oubre. Back to Rozier. Pass to Boucher. From deep. Bullock with the rebound. Bullock's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Powell. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle and at their offensive end.
Now, here's Rozier. Oubre on the wing. Sinks the triple.
About as easy an assist as you could have that time for Rozier.
Dallas leading by 22. From 12 feet out. Here's Powell. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Hornets have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the 4th. A lot of misses, just the 1 make. Here's Rozier, and the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
Well, pushing hard, Rozier able to catch the defense off guard that time. His speed, the difference.
The drive by Doncic. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going.
And that sixth sense, guys, might be better than just about anybody else's.
Charlotte calls timeout. Clark, you know, road teams accustomed to hostile crowds, but it can go too far. Players have been very vocal, saying, respect the game, and then respect us as human beings as well.
And, Kevin, I couldn't say it any better. It's that simple. It's not complicated. The right to say anything you want doesn't come with the purchase of a ticket. I think human dignity, common courtesy, and respect supersedes whatever feelings you might have about a particular team or player and overrides whatever price you paid for your ticket.
Here's Powell after the basket by Charlotte. And there's the pass to Ivy. Doncic outside. Lobbed up there for Drummond. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. And stolen by Drummond. Ball against Doncic. Ivy passes to Drummond. Over Rozier. Oubre pulls it in. And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Ball against Doncic. And Ball slams it in.
Well, he's an incredible ball handler at 6'7". Melo can get space for a shot practically anytime he wants to.
And there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. That's foul number 2 for him. And for the first time in 2021, Clark, we had the full play-in tournament featuring the 7 through 10 seeds. What'd you think of the new format?
I really enjoyed it. I mean, again, part of it was we're coming out of a pandemic, and so we're starving for all things sports, and this added another level of excitement to, I think, the best game in the world, NBA basketball. You had Steph against LeBron and AD. So I think it was a pretty awesome result overall.
It's good.
Tip your hat to Hardaway Jr. there, guys. I mean, even in the face of aggressive defense, he stays focused and delivers.
Rozier against Hardaway. Bounce pass from Rozier. Pass to Harrell. 6 to shoot. Now, here's Rozier. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Porzingis trying to get free, and it's Doncic missing. Charlotte has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Bridges passes the ball. To the inside. Harrell against Drummond, and it's Harrell missing.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Doncic with it. Picked up by Rozier. Out to Hardaway. Good. And the assist goes to
Hardaway
Doncic.
Jr.
Doncic has got his 8th assist in the game.
Hardaway Jr. rises and fires with great confidence from there.
Now, here's Rozier. Outside ball. He feeds it to Harrell. Porzingis with the block. And here's Bullock. On the wing, Doncic. He's covered by Ball. Bridges with some nice defense. The Hornets shooting 40% from the field. Outside Ball. Oubre passes to Harrell. Back to Oubre. To end the drought, drains the three-pointer. Oubre's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for Charlotte.
Wow, has he flipped a switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The dynamic, Greg, between players and officials is always interesting, with some players saying they think there's a lot of room for improvement. What do you think?
Well, we do see players getting teed up for simply making their case, and really the guys just want to play. So, yeah, you love to see a little bit more harmony out on the floor, and maybe we need to get those two groups together in the offseason to break bread and try to smooth over that relationship.
First free throw is good. Both teams will make substitutions. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's Bouknight. And he drops it in from the low post. The Mavericks have gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Brown outside. Pass to Drummond. The shot missing. Great D that time from Harrell. Pass to Bouknight. And Clark, you played in a very physical era. What do you think about the way fouls are called right now?
I really don't have a problem with it, Kevin. I mean, some of the fouls that were allowed in years past, way back in the 70s and 80s, I mean, those were borderline flagrant 3 kind of fouls. The game was more physical, and it was accepted as such, but I don't know if that was necessarily good for the game. I think now, the way they have it set up and the way it's officiated as it relates to physicality and flagrant fouls, yeah, it may be a little bit too far the other way, but I think it's the right balance overall.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it.
Nothing surprising about that, guys. We've come to expect plays like that from him, and still, they never get old.
From past the arc. That shot off the mark. And it's Dallas the other way. Goes up. And it's Drummond missing.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
From 12 feet out. Bouknight, no good.
You're not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Here's Doncic. Kept alive. Second shot opportunity. Marjanovic. Great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Charlotte's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Here's Bouknight. And taken away by Brown. Doncic with it. And the shot is long. The Hornets shooting here in the fourth quarter around 41%. And stolen by Drummond. Now Doncic. Even with the offensive explosion we saw last year, Clark, there were some elite defensive teams. Which team do you think has the toughest D in the NBA right now?
Well, I think you could lean towards the Sixers for what I evaluate. I mean, they had 2 Defensive Player of the Year candidates last season in Embiid and Simmons. And Simmons is as versatile and tough a defender as there is in the league. They set the tone for the rest of the team. And you can't discount the Golden State Warriors either. When you've got a guy like Draymond Green and other good defenders with him, that team can be pretty stingy defensively too.
And he makes the first. P.J. Washington, he's checked in for Montrezl Harrell. And Dallas with a change here too. Brown's checked in. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. And for the Hornets, they're shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Mavericks with the rebound.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
Brown outside. Down low. Here's Marjanovic. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Marjanovic has got 6 here in this quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Dallas.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. So I think the next game will be hotly contested.
No surprise here, just a big-time performance
for Luka Doncic.
Well, you have to marvel at how well he picked apart that defense repeatedly. Found the right guy in the right spot at the right time.
Now here's Brown. Just 5 to shoot. A 3-pointer off the mark. It's been several possessions since they've converted.
And they've got to find a way to change that.
Such a wide open look.
And the offense has just operated really smoothly here in the open floor.
Yeah, and for them to reduce the lead, they should keep the pace brisk. I mean, that's how they've generated the highest quality shots.
So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. David, take it away.
Kevin, thank you. Hey, Luka, another win for you, but the games keep coming. So what's the most important thing for this team to establish?
I mean, compete, you know, the way we compete today from the start till the end. The game is never over, and just compete.
I think it's important that you compete. Congrats on the win, man. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time.